AXP stock, American Express Company, looking at the monthly chart, and I'm anchoring the VWAP and the volume profile from the beginning of the decade, beginning of 2020. We've got the upper dotted blue line, which is the value area high at about 183, 184. And the bottom of the value area is at about 112, 113. Between these two prices is where 68% of the trading activity has occurred. And there's sometimes a tendency in some way for the price to revert to either the POC once it's above it, especially when it meets the value area high. The POC in this case is 159.11, and or the VWAP, which is also in this case almost at the mid-range of the value. So first of all, the stock price is looking good. We had a nice bounce here from the VWAP. Buyers were quite eager to buy that, and we're above the point of control, which is good. However, when it reaches 183.7 or so, okay, and let's say between 181 to 188, because we might not perfectly get to the value area high, then algos and traders, in my opinion, will be looking to either take partial profit, mitigate the risk by lowering their position size for the previously held longs, and or eager short sellers will be starting to go short, especially because we've got these highs that we have to be careful of. So on February 23, we had a high of 180.12. So we're talking just above that, and we could easily find sellers there. But we are looking at the long term, and even for some years to come. Note how the second standard deviation, the second upper band of the VWAP is at around 200, 200.18, let's say 200 round number, which itself is a magnet, in which can also be people can be saying, okay, got to 200. I already bought, let's say, at 159 near the POC. I'm good, and I'm gonna take the profits here because it also is exceeding this all-time high here, and so I'm gonna dilute my position. A lot of people will say that around 200 around number. So do note that orange line. If by some extravaganza or some hype it reaches in a few years or whenever it does at around 232, that's the third upper deviation. That's an extended, statistically, it's going to be an extended spot. And people that, again, are seeking to mitigate the risk will see that as a legitimate junction to do so. On the lower side, if by any chance it gets to 103, which is the lower part of the value, the VWAP here, the standard deviation area of the VWAP, then people will also be looking at that. And that would be a great buy, as well as the 112, the lower part of the value area low, at least for a swing trade or even more. You could go play a reversal, a bullish reversal, going up to the even the 135 or some other targets according to lower time frames for the swing traders. Okay, all in all, it's looking good, but do watch these upcoming levels, the 183, the 200. That's a bit of a risky area for possible distribution of smarter money. And also remember the 135 and the other key price levels we mentioned. You can set your price alerts. You can put these anchors on your charts, or you can just remember these labels and save this video on Forex Live. This has been an AXP, American Express stock long-term technical analysis, including key price levels